that inspire for a love for learning, that empower our students to reach their full potential. And those spaces
That's came from this please.
That equip our students with the skills and knowledge needed to succeed in a rapidly changing world. I don't want to speak much more because I know that we've got a keynote speaker who is going to take us through what we call classroom transformation program. But as an educator myself, I would like to say to each and everyone who are here, thank you so much for your dedication to education, and thank you for joining us today as Emerald Education Services. And we want to build that momentum of working together, unlocking the full potential of our students and contributing to the advancements of education in every part of the world where we are in. And I encourage all of us here to be here today, to be actively engaging in our discussions, sharing our insights, collaborating with each other. And then by doing so, we can create learning spaces that empower our students to thrive and to excel. And I would like to say now, the program open. Thank you. I officially declare the program, Classroom Transformation Program, open. And thank you for joining us today. Over to you, Emerald Education Services. Over to you, Sir.
Thank you so much, Ma. One of our board members have declared the program officially open. So that means that the program, of course, the program is running in a course of 3 weeks, and the program is now officially open. The program is now officially open, and we are glad that it is starting. It's going to be an exciting learning journey, and of course, I hope everyone will enjoy learn and unlearn in the course of the program. Thank you so much, Dr. Patricia, for doing all the honors to declare this program open. Of course, we would like to see you at the closing ceremony of the program as well. We would love to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Please, can we appreciate one of our board members, the launcher of the program today? Let's appreciate. Thank you so much. Please, we can put it in the comment box. Thank you. Thank you. Let's put it in the comment box. Let's appreciate. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ma. We appreciate. Of course, this program is live on YouTube, on our platform on YouTube. And it's also live on Facebook as well. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, Ma, for joining. Okay, so quickly, we'll be having the keynote speaker because we want to meet up with the time. We'll be having the keynote speaker. We'll be having the keynote speaker, Ms. Stella Gima Labi. Ms. Stella Gima Labi is the most outstanding teacher in Ghana in 2022, the best teacher in Ghana in 2022. She is also a Global Teachers Prize winner. She has won several awards. She's an educator, an expert, an education leader, an SDG advocate, and so on. Without further ado, let's do well to welcome Ms. Stella Gima Labi from Ghana. Over to you, Ma. Ms. Stella, you're welcome.
Thank you. You have to forgive me. I'll not be able to turn on my camera because of where I am right now. And I'm not using my machine, so my picture wouldn't show as well. But the most important thing is the message that will be communicated. And so I'm excited that the Classroom Transformation Program has been officially launched. I was excited listening to Dr. Patricia. And one of the things that I want participants of those cohorts to know is that if your classroom strategies work out, then your teaching whatever methods, whatever content that you want to put out will also work out. And so it's important that you take this transformation program serious. As usual, I will not leave you to go like that. In transforming your classroom, we are looking at your ability to soar. And your ability to soar is your ability to move to the next level, your ability to be sought after, your ability to break boundaries. And so if your classroom is transformed, then people will love to travel and even come and have a feel of your classroom, whether they are physically present, virtually present. It is important that your classroom communicates. And so in soaring, to all participants on this call, the SOAR is an acronym, okay? And to live here this evening knowing that my classroom is going to be transformed for me to soar. And the S in the SOAR is certain standards. Certain standards. And so if you want the change that you desire to see, if you want people to know that I have a new environment, you want people to know that my classroom is not the everyday kind of classroom that people sit in to learn, then you set standards. How do you set the standards? There are a lot of new innovations. There are a lot of new strategies that are ongoing. As you learn from this cohort, you have to also learn to collaborate with others who will be on this cohort. And as you collaborate with them, trust me, it'll guide you in setting your standards. Know what you want as a teacher. Know what you want as a facilitator. What is my target? What do I seek to achieve at the end of every lesson? What do I seek to achieve at the end of every classroom that I find myself? It's so important to set standards. And that is one of the basics of soaring. And the O is openness. Is openness. You want to soar. You want to move to the next level. You want to enjoy a transformed classroom. Open up. And in opening up, share your challenges. I'm struggling in this area in my classroom. My learners don't seem to complete their assignments on time. My learners don't seem to compromise when I give targets. My learners don't seem to comply when I give them instructions. Open up. And once you open up, you get solutions to it. So if you want to solve, the S is for you to set standards. The O is for you to open up. And the A, what does the A stand for? In soaring. If you want to soar, then you have to acquire more knowledge. Oh my goodness. Kind of.
Oh yeah, my boy, you are. Why?
Hello, Miss Stella. I think our network. Miss Stella, we can't seem to hear you. Oh, I think our network is quite bad. She will come back. I guess is a network. Okay. Okay, while we wait for Miss Stella to rejoin, let me try to Let me quickly point out while we wait for her to join. Please let me point out that one of the rules of our live one of the rules of our live session is one of the rules of our live session is we close, we ensure we mute our mics. You know, most speakers sometimes do not want distractions and like, so when you are joining in, please kindly ensure you mute your mics. So having said that, somebody was trying to mention something. Okay, we lost. I'm not sure. I'm trying to get across to her. I'm not sure she's I'm not sure our network is still good enough to still continue. Okay. We'll try and round up now. Now, like I've said, if there is any question again, please kindly ensure that you can now raise up your hand. You have the opportunity. We can take 1 or 2 questions again while we wait for her. And if she's not able to make it, the program has been declared open. We'll just tell you how the program is starting and how you're going to be accessing the whole stuff. Okay, somebody was trying to raise up the hand the other time. So if there's anything you want to ask question now, please let us know. Somebody was trying to raise up his hand the other time. Is there any other question, please? Okay, I think Miss Stella is back. Miss Stella, I guess it's a network. Miss Stella, please, you have the floor. You can continue, ma. Miss Stella, you can continue.
Okay. I'm sorry for going off. It was great. And so I was talking about soaring, and I said that S is setting standards for your class. The O is opening up to others about the challenges you are facing in your classroom. And then the A is attaining more. And so what does it mean to attain more? This is a platform for you to attain more. One of those who have participated over the period, the programs that are run by Emerald EduConsult, you get to know that you don't go the same. And so you're going to attain more in terms of knowledge, you attain more in terms of relationship, you attain more in terms of personal development. And so if you acquire the knowledge, without you personally developing, without you being enriched, then I don't know the essence of you transforming your classroom. And so if you want to transform your classroom, then you attain more knowledge, attain more and better relationship, and attain more personal development. And the R. And so I had a presentation somewhere and I used the acronym SOAR. But this was in relation to young people soaring in their daily life. And so that the formations, what I'm giving you is quite different. But what one of the learners told me was that the R is risk taking. And what does it mean to transform your classroom? With the young people, I mentioned that the R was responsibilities, but I went out of there knowing that the R goes beyond the responsibilities, but risking, And so the question to be answered is, in education space, in a classroom space, why should I risk? Risk in the vein that challenge yourself and challenge the learners. There are times that you enter the classroom or you enter any teaching space and you have to invent. Sometimes it wouldn't work, but you're just trying. And as you are trying, you are risking, you're taking risk. And so I want you to live here this evening knowing that if you want to transform your classroom, if you want to transform yourself, if you want to be transformed as you are taking part in this cohort, then you have to set standards. That should be the basics of you entering. You have to open up. You have to attain more, and you have to take risks. I believe that as you do this, then the world will be waiting for you. The world will be ready for you, and your greatness will be celebrated by all. Don't forget, and I always end this way, that the future stares. The future that stares at us are the kids that we are interacting with, are the kids that we are grooming today. And so go to bed knowing that the future stares. And because the future stares, you have to soar. And if you are soaring, then you set new standards, you open up, you attain more, and you take risk in your classroom. Thank you very much for this time. And I have to say that I'm always honored when I get the opportunity to talk here. And I believe that we are going to learn more and we are going to grow more. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Stella Labi. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you so much for the acronym SOAR, and I know I'm sure this is a very good start for the participant. Of course, you have been told you have to take the lessons serious. You have to be committed, and of course, you have to take your classes serious as well. On behalf of the executives and the organizing team, I want to say a very big thank you to you once again, Mrs. Stella. Please, can we applaud her, everybody? Can we do well to applaud her? Let's applaud her. Thank you so much for talking to us. Of course, we'll be glad to have you during the closing ceremony as well. Okay, so I can't see anybody clapping. Please, can we clap for her, please? Let's do it to clap for her. She has talked to us. Please, let's do it to clap for her in the comment box. Let's do it to say thank you for that very short and powerful presentation. Okay. Having said that, thank you. We are rounding up. Now we are winding up. But before we wind up, of course, the program started already. The session for tomorrow, you have been given the calendar. I'm trying to go through your group now. I'm trying to go through your group. Okay. The calendar has been sent. So we are resending it now. You are starting with classroom goal setting tomorrow. You are starting with classroom goal setting tomorrow. The videos will be dropped. And please take note that because we do not always want piracy because they are copyright contents. So we make sure that we leave each module for just 72 hours. After the 72 hours, it will be closed. So make sure that in 72 hours, you're able to access each of the modules as they have been dropped. You can see it on the platform. Of course, for the classroom goal setting, they are going to be sending the workbook. We are going to send the goal setting template as well to you. The workbook, the goal setting template, the ebook. I wrote an ebook on classroom goal setting, so you are expected to go through all of those material tomorrow. The same thing on Friday. We are going to also going to send On Friday, we are going to send. Okay, I think we have 2 classes tomorrow, and that is a classroom goal setting and classroom. So what we do is that we are going to set classroom goal setting in the morning and the other one in the evening as well. So on Saturday, you have a live session. Mrs. Mercy John will be here to take your classroom decoration. And then, of course, we expect you. It's going to be 8:30 like this, because we are putting it on for 8:30 because we know everybody would have been settled a bit. And please make sure you are available. It will be recorded, but being recorded doesn't mean you are not supposed to be in the program. Please, like we have said, we'll be marking attendance, and of course, we want to ensure that you guys are available for the program. So, and the program goes on. So our class will just be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so that we can maintain time. So please make sure you are following all the schedules as the case may be. So thank you so much for. So before we round up the program, we have one more activity to do. And that is having the cohort governor. We are going to be having the cohort governor. So immediately we drop this call, we are going to be doing that on your platform. Make sure you how do I put it? Make sure you nominate. We will call for nomination, and then we'll ask people to vote. So you vote for. So your cohort governors will be your representatives. Your cohort governors will be your representatives. So please make sure you they are going to be we are going to be interacting with them, and again we'll be bringing information to you. So in the absence of other questions, let me refer back to Mr. Joe as he gives the closing remarks, and we end for tonight's opening ceremony. Mr. Joe, back to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for a wonderful section with you, and also want to thank our keynote speaker for giving us such an enlightening acronym and also steps that we can use in the class. Thank you so much, Ma. I want to appreciate every one of you for staying good till this time. You see, training such as this requires sacrifice, it requires time, requires effort. In spite of the fact that the fee was subsidized by the commissioner, it's very important to know that such training requires time. It requires effort. And so the reason why we needed to do it in a group format is so that you'll be inspired. If we have allowed the self-paced trainings to be sent to you individually, some of you would use excuses of work and tiredness and all of that not to go through. But when we do it as a group, you're inspired because others are doing it and you'll be left behind. So it's very important to create out time, carve out time. You could have to wake up maybe 1 hour later, or rather 1 hour earlier if your day is choked up, or you sleep a little bit late. So you could create out time to do these trainings, or you could do it at work. Just create out time during your break time to do it, because it's very, very important that you do not pile up the trainings, because when you pile up the trainings by skipping a day or two and joining it together, you do not get value for the trainings. You just want to speed up the process and you're not getting the value. So I want to advise every one of us to be intentional to giving our effort. It may not be easy, but that is what is required for us to grow, to learn, okay, to acquire more, to inspire for more. All right, so on this note, I want to thank each and every one of you. We're going to be doing a voting section in the group, and if you wish to be a governor, you can nominate yourself. All right, but then if you know of someone who's going to be active, always there, always soliciting, and always actually, And please, someone okay. So if you know someone who will be vocal, will be always there to represent the cohort, you can nominate each other. Then finally, on this note, I would want each and every one of us to use this as an opportunity to connect with each other. We're going to begin having time where we'll ask each and every one of us to introduce themselves and get to explain, or maybe just a brief period to say what you do and where you are an expert at, because you do not know who amongst us will actually need your services. So very important to, aside just training, this is also a platform for us to connect, to get to know each other and to socialize. So do not give away the connecting and pay so much attention to the learning. Two of them can be done together. So thank you so much. Thank you. We're trying to beat up time so that we'll close by 9:30. But on this note, I want to thank the CEO for creating such an avenue. We have several trainings, not just only this, but this is just specifically targeted at transforming the class. We have for leaders, especially for those who are head of schools and principals and proprietors. We'll have trainings for such. We have other trainings too. So as you get to know us better, I believe that you would be interested in some of the trainings we have set aside for different departments, different individuals in the educational sector. So on this note, I want to thank you so very much. Thank you for the sacrifice of time, data, and and efforts and resources. So on this note, I want to say a very good night to each and every one of us. I wish you a wonderful night rest. And please, when the link is sent, I would want each and every one of us to maximize it. And it will only be open for 72. And after which the link will be blocked so that there will not be any form of piracy. Please, I also advise, do not share our content with someone who hasn't paid. All right, so just benefit from it. Write what you need to write, jot what you need to jot, but do not share the content with anyone. Thank you so very much. Have a lovely night rest.
Oh, so before you go, Joe, I think it's important that the sacrifice you mentioned is added to our soaring. So the S we set standards, and in setting your standards, add sacrifice to it. I think it's so important to do that, because if you are setting standards without sacrifice, as Joe said, then you are right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma. I wish to connect with you much more later. Thank you so much for the input, ma. We're truly grateful and honored to have you around. So on this note, I want to wish everyone a wonderful night rest. Thank you.
Okay.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.